So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. Long. 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody. Do you scan the brain for the mutation? Yes, it's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good. What happens then? We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa! What the fuck? Looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, There. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex. What if it did? What do we do now? Just take a deep breath, okay? I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep. So even if his cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. And I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close. I know, but I'm having some real doubts about this. I mean, are we doing the right thing? It's a way to cure us. Still, those brain cells need time to mature, so if you want to look for an alternative, be my guest, as long as you're ready with it in 3 days. After that, it's this or nothing. We can't wait any longer, however brutal this is. Yeah, I get it. Hey, so... I'm guessing you received instructions from Lena about an alternative solution to our problem. I want you to know that I have those implants ready. A nanoparticle treatment, yes, that's smart. But the device itself, highly questionable. It would mean exposing us to Ally Corp. I won't lie to you. Yes. I see. Of course, they'd have to find out about it sooner or later, right? But this? Look, I can clearly see why Lena talked you into this. She has no idea what's going on here. We're just an abstract problem for her. But on an empirical level, I'm not so sure it's a good idea. Anything's better than Maxwell's solution. Are you sure? Because in this case, we'll all be giving them access to our brains, Jan. Do you really need to be a scientist to understand what that means? I'm just not convinced it's safe to expose ourselves like that, considering there are other options. What if it concerned you? Would you inject a tracking device for convicts into your own brain? If the only other way was to sacrifice another being, yes, I'd be willing to take the risk. Very noble. But it's a choice you can only make for yourself, not for others. So, you think we should go ahead with Табула Раса? All I'm saying is that you should decide responsibly, with the potential consequences for all of us in mind. I guess I'll need to think about it some more then. Well, we still have time before our meeting. You can think about the pros and cons of each solution. I wouldn't be able to start the treatment at once anyway. I'm not an expert on nanoparticle meds, but I do know we need to give the healing agent time to mature before it can be used. Will it be ready for our meeting? It has to be. We can't afford to lose more time. Okay, good. Let's do that. fucked up world we live in, huh? Man, you are fuming. Oh yeah? Then maybe leave me alone. I don't want to leave it like this, but I don't know how to help you. What do you usually do when you're angry? That's easy. I find something like a pillow or a tree and beat the shit out of it. Works like a charm. So that's why you're always so eager to drill in mine. You bet. When the drill breaks through the surface and just massacres the ore, that's when I find peace.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
So, let's hear it. What do you have to say against the solution suggested by Lena?
Fuck this. This phony discussion club ain't doing it for me.
Oh, took him longer than I expected. I guess discussing this is out of the question.
Hey there. How are you? Still feeling confident about things?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You sure? That didn't sound very convincing.
No, it's just that I thought I'd be more happy about completing that old research of mine. But the more I think about it, the less reasons I have to celebrate.
What now?
What I mean is, it's a big success, but so what? Even if I do make it back alive, no one will ever know who's behind it. And here I was thinking you were doing it for science. Of course I was. I devoted my whole life to science. Does that mean I should just disappear into the shadows like a ghost? It's just sad that having done so much for society, I won't even be able to be a part of it like a normal human being. Publicly, I won't even exist. But you will live through your work. And what can be more rewarding for an inventor? Being recognized for his input. But in this world, you are the one who will get recognition for what I achieved, because you are Jan Dulski. Does it really make such a difference? I mean, we're both Jan Dulski. It makes a difference to me. Look at us. We are two completely different people. More like two completely different quantum states of the same person. Of all my alters, you should be most aware of that. I was aware of that when I woke up, but then my existence started moving forward in time. And I ceased to be an abstract being suspended in a single moment. I became a physical body, progressing on an individual real-life path. You see, I don't need the world to remember my name. I want it to acknowledge my distinctive existence. And I need to know that if I'm gone, you'll take care of it. I guess I'll have to. But right now, I have bigger problems. I promise to think about it when the time comes. No, Jan. The future is too uncertain. I need you to make a decision now. Okay. How about Jan S. Dulski? Huh? S for... Yes, I get it. Thanks. So, what do you think? We could make you a profile on social media. That's sweet. Thanks. But anyone who fact-checks it will quickly find out that it's fake. There are no records of me working at my university, no earlier publications. I appreciate the idea, but... to hell with it. I guess there really is no choice but to go with your name. Our name. Whatever. For posterity.
tension is becoming dangerous. We need to find a solution.